I had to get logged into the game earlier than I had planned. My phone was almost dead. Since I needed the one-time login code, I had to make sure that, you know, I actually had my phone. I set all my devices to charge off on the other side of the room, so they're not within range for me to pick them up. It's just so much easier that way, because then I'm not futzing with cables. They're plugged into a power bar that has some USB outlets. So I just don't have to fuck with them that much. Oh, it's Tuesday. Now, it should be the usual reset day stuff, but after last week, I don't want to deal with people right now. I don't want to... Okay, to be fair, I also don't think I necessarily need anything anymore, aside from, like, capped tomes and relic weapon tomes and stuff. It's like, the last thing I want to do is deal with motherfuckers right now, considering that some asshat decided their entitled ass was gonna wipe the entire party out for no fucking reason. Now, I'd say it's a conspiracy against me, but, like, nobody knows I fucking exist. More people knew I existed back in Heaven's Ward than they do now. Back then, I used to get, like, actual viewer numbers for 14. Then everybody and their fucking grandma started playing, and that just kind of ruined everything. So, I'm just like, well, the fuck do I do then? I have a bunch of cosmic stuff to do, obviously. But I also just don't enjoy crafting all that much. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed it more in 1.0, and that's back when, we also had the time of the month mattering for your crafting. Because if it was Umbral on a fire craft, it was specifically Umbral Fire, you had a higher chance to fail for no other reason than it just decided, yeah, no, your percentages don't actually matter. Also, I have no idea why shit was lagging yesterday. Hopefully, with Surviving Mars, that was just, it was lagging due to, like, say, a data leak or something, in which case all I have to do is restart the game, but it was making VTube Studio lag. I noticed it near the end of the stream when I was shutting everything off that something was not right. But again, it's one of those things where if somebody doesn't fucking tell me, I'm not necessarily looking at what's going on with the stream view. It was not a frame drop, though. It was specifically everything was lagging out. So the actual feed was fine. It did not look right, though. It's just really ironic that the moment it started happening was when I'd set up the trees, but I also haven't done a Surviving Mars stream that long, so if that was it, yeah, it's something I just never would have tripped over on my own till now. Just really, like I said, really ironic that the moment I got trees planted, it started lagging the shit out. Ugh. Yeah, I don't actually have a specific plan for today, because I just do not see the point in putting up with other people. I don't think I necessarily even need to. I think I got the last of the shit I specifically wanted, which was the heavyweight stuff for Caster. Which lays me in this weird spot with, what do I do? Could try fishing again, but that went really piss poorly last time. I could try to get orange scripts so I can get more bait. This still doesn't look right. God damn it. I have to adjust my calibration for the camera differently for 14 because of the way I have everything set. Otherwise, I look straight off the side of the screen, which would be fine for everything else, but not so fine for this. Yeah, no, fishing went poorly last time. I actually failed so badly on one of them that I ended up activating the effect for something that wasn't even available at the time. Lucky me. Problem is, like, a lot of the stuff I really have to do with crafting and gathering involves a lot of waiting around. The best way to get the orange scripts right now would be to do the regular botany mining rotation. But yeah, no, that involves sitting around doing absolutely nothing for a long period of time. I have the inventory space for it, but it also means returning to Solution 9 constantly as well. Which is not great, because those areas are heavily split up and very expensive to teleport between. But I need at least 12 slots, because if something refreshes and I hit perfect RNG, I pick up 12 items total. Actually, hold on. In regards to fishing, what's even coming up right now? Hey, at least look at that. Tracker app. That's the one I fucked up on. That's up in 2 minutes. Takes mayflies. Okay, that one I could do. That's a six. Actually, maybe no, I can't. It's 6.5. That one's gonna be trickier than I think it is. I don't know. I can't stand variant dungeons, so I don't like want to do that at all, even though I still have to at some point. But at least get all the endings done. Oh yeah, I wonder if people figured out the endings yet. Because we had some weirdness on that one. It clearly has an extra ending compared to the previous 3. Get a look at that. I opened the first Reddit link, and it says, fuck Polygon, with all due respect. The second link was to Polygon's guide. Oh my lord. Again with the telemarketers. Fuck right off. Okay, where's the weird one, then? There's the secret routes. Huh. Which boss is this, then? The thing is, I think this one will at least give you a warning that you're doing it correctly. Because it looks like a bunch of shit appears after you've done the first 2 things. But yeah, no, it's futzy. I already knew all the left path stuff because it was pretty obvious based on the shit I accidentally activated when I went and did it. I was right. Not hitting the ferry when the birds show up. Yeah, that is one of the paths. Trying to figure out how many coins I still have. Not enough, but like at the same time, I doubt people are actually bothering to run this shit. Because somehow, despite the fact that we do this every single expansion, nobody's collecting coins. Don't know why. Also, hold up, I'll be right back. I need the bathroom really bad. I'm gonna put the ad cam on. I'm not gonna bother with ads. It's too early for that right now. So yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. My digestion is having one of those days where it's like, you know what would be fun? Wait until after you've started the stream to decide it's time to go to the bathroom. I knew I had to, but when I tried to go before the stream, nothing happened. So annoying. So one thing, it's another lately. Oh god, I've done too much PvP. What do you mean I passed? I passed 1,500 matches just on front lines. And yes, I saw some of the patch notes. Or, well, what's supposed to be happening in 4.5. I don't know what I could possibly do with my house at this point. Apparently we're getting a housing increase. I'm just like, storage would be nice, but I don't know what else I could possibly put in there that would really do anything. Like, I maybe need like 10 more slots and that's about it, aside from more storage. How long till this runs out? Yeah, hold up. Wrong way. It's the small one. Not the small one, the big one. Small one's in the other direction. Got it. No problem. Don't worry about it. Why does this take so long? Also, while I'm here. Holy fuck, why is this so inconsistent? Also, God, I really have to reiterate, why isn't the bar transparent? Like, it's fine for punching Gilgamesh in the face, because, you know, where you're aiming doesn't change. But, like, I can't see what I'm targeting here. Really now? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, if I could see where I was aiming on those lower ones, life would be so much easier for this. The only reason everybody goes for Greg is because it's easy and nothing changes. I don't bother doing the old 1.0 gathering minigames anymore. Yeah, it'd be faster for one of them, but not the other. There we go. Now what to do? Oh, actually, I am finished with everything, yeah. What was the heavyweight? 770. Yeah, 770. Technically, I do need parts for healer. Do I care enough to deal with the bullshit? No, not really. After everything that's happened the past couple times. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I could definitely deal with getting rid of all this. I'm not spending tomes on it, though. I haven't even finished getting all the new Bygone stuff yet. This shows you how little I actually fucking play at this point, because, yeah, I don't have all the upgrades just yet. Oh, fuck, right. I have to go... I set up my island sanctuary. I forgot about that. Did it the other day. I don't remember what I was... Right, I logged in and then played all of one match of PvP because weird shit was happening. Basically what happened is I went to play one match of Frontlines. And I had, like, full stall-out lag at points. Like, several times. And on top of that, Yellow, for some reason, like, a handful of their members kept bum-rushing our spawn for whatever reason. It was just really fucking sus. Like, I keep pointing out, I don't want to think that, like, nobody knows who the fuck I am. So it's like, why the fuck does this shit keep happening where it sure fucking looks like people know who I am and they're trying to piss me off? Because, like, you guys are so fucking sus all the damn time. Why? It's gotta be in my inventory somewhere. But where? Eh? I couldn't fucking tell you. Like, no, actually. It's gotta be these, yeah? No, that's crafted delineations. Oh, where the fuck are these? Is this a separate currency situation? I kind of sworn these were physical things. Was that the thing I had to trade in for that was a physical thing? Huh. Weird. Why do it this way? Like, no, actually, why do it this way? So, that's not an inventory item. But the vouchers I have to buy because these things have such a low limit are. Yeah, that's great, SC. The reason I keep reiterating that this content was shit, and that's because it was. You guys promised the fucking world and delayed this shit, and then it was just absolutely ass. I don't know why you bothered. Again, this place is entirely automated at this point. I have, like, no reason to be here except to check in and make sure things are going. Even then, that's too much work, because again, I can't teleport directly here, which would honestly make it a lot more productive and actually show up more often. Thankfully, at least when everything's full, it doesn't keep eating my frickin' tokens. Alright, what the shit did I need for this for next week? That way I could set it and not have to worry about it. It shows that in the menu. I just want a reference point because there's too much crap in here now. That's one of them. That one's more end of week. 6 hours. What else can I do? Let's take the same materials though. So what do you mean a loaf of bread takes 4 hours, but everything else takes 6? Fuck out of here. Also, it'd be nice if these weren't all called aisle works. It'd be easier to find things. Should, in theory, start pinging this icon if I've got the numbers off. In theory. Okay, that's the juice. One was a vase, the other was the necklace? Yeah. Yeah, Aleworks necklace. And I need 8 vases. Oh, that's gonna take so much copper if I do that. I can't go grab it. I just don't want to. Even the challenge logs are taken care of by just, you know, the automated shit running in here. Like, I don't even have to go gather anything to complete the challenge logs. Now, the achievements, on the other hand, yes, but somehow this is less fun than just going and doing regular-ass gathering, because at least that has RNG and, like, some pretty lights to look at. This doesn't even have that. Alright, we shouldn't have any deficiencies, and we don't. Say, why does it say 4 here? I think that's for this cycle. Yep. That's what it's finishing off with. Seriously, this has to be like the biggest disappointment in content SE's ever released. Just makes it so weird to me that they've decided to double down on that and release a ton of stuff on this expansion, and none of it's all that good or had to be heavily revised to even remotely be close to good. Looking at you, Cosmic Exploration. Also, we're finally getting the other part that I keep assuming exists to, my brain's stuck to, Crescent. I'm just like, I knew it had to exist, because one, you guys are all still stuck there, so, like, clearly the plot line's not done. 2, you included the Forked Tower from 5 and literally Crescent Island wholesale. And we've only done 1 tower. The whole point of Forked Tower is it starts as 1 tower and then it branches off into 2 and you have to split your party. And then one half hated magic and the other half hated melee. Which, made 4 job very interesting in some situations. Try, silencing the motherfucker where every time you hit him with melee, he resets the fight. That's the only way to melee him, is to silence him. Otherwise, every other punch, it's just like, oh, by the way, the entire fight's been reset. Have fun. It's if you fuck up entirely, all your stats are reset as well. It's a full reset. It's not, hey, the fight restarted. It's everything resets. Everything about that fight entirely resets. Also, I would love to see what what the actual numbers are for people that even bothered to complete this shit from, you know, players who were actually capped when it came out. Like, disregard all the players who are just starting, because, let's face it, some of them probably don't even know this exists. I'd say he's doing a better job of pointing out where you can do stuff, but, not necessarily all of it. Also, I don't even remember having the giant goblin. I don't remember where that thing came from. It's just kind of here now. I don't know when I caught it or how it got here. It's just here. Like, disregard the obvious, like, players that, you know, have only just started and probably don't know this place exists. What is the actual number of people who bothered to see the storyline to fruition? Out of everybody that was level capped when this came out. I have a feeling it's not as high as SE would probably like. Gee, maybe because you released some of the most boring content in existence. I don't know. It doesn't even feel all that satisfying to have all of this built now. Like, the entire plotline's done on my end. It gave you a lot of fucking gear rewards for glamoring, but that was like it. Now it just kind of sits here and rots. And again, this got delayed, and SE kept hyping it up, and it got delayed to, Endwalkers. I think it was supposed to be out in Shadowbringers or something. I don't remember. They're like, Ips, we have to delay it, because it's not quite done yet, and, yeah, I don't know. Maybe y'all should have rethought that. I don't know why you thought a gathering area where you didn't need to be gatherer was the play, but okay. It kind of pisses me off that this thing becomes entirely automated. Like, they kind of didn't give a shit about it. It's just like, yeah, here's a thing, but you literally don't even have to go look at it after a while if you bother to put in the effort. Like, okay, I guess. And as you saw, I'm still missing a reward from it, but that's just because I don't fucking return here very often. And again, it's automated, so it's like, I just come here and just hit some buttons, and then it's gonna do the thing for me. I don't have all the achievements, I also really don't give a shit. I don't know. Maybe if we ever get to the point where I have enough of an audience and I'm just like desperate for an achievement collection, maybe I'll do that. And I have people to actually talk to consistently enough. I remember where these fucking achievements are. Yeah, I don't have that part of the sightseeing locked on because that's the annoying one. Another one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna let somebody else figure this shit out and then go back for it later. So it's kind of funny this is carved off on its own. I don't know. This would be the one where they're like, hey, go do the jump puzzle again and try to land on a lamppost at the bottom. The only time I attempted to do that, there were fucking paladins standing on there constantly activating their abilities so you couldn't fucking see anything. Because no, that entitlement problem isn't a new thing. That's existed forever. Of course it has. There's also a few just like offset things I haven't finished. Also, it'd be nice if we start cleaning some of these up. Some of these are so weird. I find it funny that this achievement's still in the game at all. There's a counter. There's a companion achievement to this that doesn't actually exist anymore. It was a legacy achievement, which was to get the same amount of gil, but from killing enemies. It doesn't exist anymore because SC doesn't really drop gil off of enemies anymore. Kinda wish they did. Doesn't happen anymore. These are gonna start just finishing themselves if they keep adding in shit like cosmic exploration. Because, like, there's a bunch of just freebie items. I have to finish a few of these, too. This is another one of those things where I just can't be bothered. I've completely forgotten some of these NPCs even exist at this point. Also, from this name, I couldn't fucking tell you who this is. I know where it is. I only vaguely remember the plot line. That is only because this is the only one that is currently in Dawntrail. That is the sole reason I remember any of this part of this one. That is the sole reason. Actually, maybe we should go do this because, as I was saying, I do need orange scripts. Maybe we should go do that. At the very least, deliveries. Oh, wait, right, there's a bonus system. Hold on. What the map? Wait. Wait, really? There we go. Both in the same area. Which one can I get to easier? Also, look at the sheer amount of menus I have to get just to open that up. Ugh. Yeah, it's this one. Doing that is literally right here. I'm not used to some of the other content I have to do lately that I just kind of forget. God, we're gonna have to do this the stupid way. About what I expected. Fuck you too. Oh well, doesn't matter. I think I teleported to the right one. I'm pretty sure it's not the first one. Yeah. Also, that's making me miss the menus for the actual collectible turn-ins. Because that I can just hover over the thing I need and then mash a button over and over again. Do I even have any use for purples at this point? At least with gathering, I guess sort of if you talk about bait, but I don't know how much I even still need. The problem with fishing is like, I couldn't tell you how much I still need right now. Even looking at my list of fish I still need to catch, I couldn't fucking tell you. Especially because a couple of them, I'm just ignoring the purple bait because they found a better way. Or at least a way that's more tolerable. Who else has a bonus right now? Ooh, that one is kind of gross. Regardless, I'm gonna have to go across half the map here. So glad they moved the cap up to 4,000. Gives me more room to work with. So it should be right in here somewhere. Yeah, thanks, game. Thanks for that. Now, most of these I actually did with, like, crafting, which is why the numbers are so low. Well, I don't have the actual items collected yet. This is easier, and I still need crafting levels at that point. I don't think I did. Which tribe was it that had the crafting stuff? Man, I could not tell you. I don't remember anymore. In Namazu, right? Actually, I don't know. This one was a bit of a weird set, because after that, it pretty much became, you always had a combat one, a gathering one, and a crafting one. And it's been that way consistently since. Also, if you're wondering why I have absolutely none of the Realm Reborn currencies, it was because it used to be stored in your inventory at that point. It didn't change until we got to Kupo Nuts. So I tossed them when I no longer needed them specifically, and that's why I just don't have them. They became convertible tokens after that. You used them in your inventory, and they became this. So it only applied to those first 7. These ones I went out of my way and did them at some point. The thing is, I think I still need items off of these because we now have the framers kits and stuff, so there is a reason to go do them. I'm just lazy because they really suck. And in case anybody's wondering why it says I don't have any in my inventory, that icon thinks it's the default one, which is not a thing you can collect. It has to be a collectible now. So the game just doesn't understand the difference. That's it. That's all it is. Hold on. Would it be easier and cheaper to do this, but I'm going to have to also run out of the room and then go back in to what looks like the exact same instance, but isn't. I think. Is he in here? No, he's in here. Okay. I just gotta sprint. I don't feel like teleporting around. Also, there's still some stuff I'm missing off of the Skyrise celebration crap. Bitching about purples? Yeah, I don't fucking care. No, I'd have to go dump them out right now. Okay, we're done with that for the week. We were just talking about challenge log stuff. It might not hurt to go do society quests. I keep calling them tribe quests because that's technically what they used to be. They changed that around the time they added the Omicrons, I think. I think it was the Omicrons that did that anyways. They're not really a beast tribe. They're a race of machines. And it wasn't even really led by an Omicron. It was led by a freaking Loperid who thought he knew better. Was it he? I don't even remember. The Loperids are so weird, man. They're non-binary, but they were like, gender's a novel concept, so a bunch of them adopted fucking gendered pronouns. Such a weird race, man. Yeah, where the shit am I score-wise with this? You keep track, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Fuck, what did I need numbers-wise for any of this? 'Cause you need... Most of the rewards are attached on a collective basis, so I need all the gathering stuff. It's 500,000 for the title. Shit, right, what was I... Oh, right, it was the crafting stuff I was looking at the other day, where I was like, that's not as unreasonable for the old ones as I thought it was. Yeah, I still don't have a lot of these. Which is really funny, because I have this. This was third season. So what happened is, I was waiting for the new, TFT season to start. And I looked at the leaderboards. I was like, you know, those are actually kind of doable numbers. I could probably bump this off in a night. And just sat there and did it. I kind of brainwormed the entire night and did nothing but gathering. Did some crafting too. Technically, I was on 2 leaderboards. I was just like, yeah, no, that's really obtainable. I just did it for kind of the hell of it. Okay, this one's for any. This one's for getting all of them. Yeah, it's every. And then the mounts for getting all the crafting and gathering. I also really wish you guys had separated the cosmic stuff into its own category so I could tell what I'm looking at again. granted, the cosmic doesn't take up as much of it as possible, so yeah. Could be worse, I guess. Also, how about you guys go back and fix this area so it's actually up to date with the rest of the content, huh? Huh? Last time I was there, it wasn't. It's absolutely miserable compared to everything else. Alright, am I still missing stuff from Oisos? I think I am. From the Cosmic Fortune. Actually, wait, Cosmic's taking up more space than I thought it does. No, seriously. Can we split these into different categories, please? Just so this doesn't look quite as miserable. Because it's everything after Resplendent becomes Cosmic. Honestly, I think they need their own categories. I forgot I had this thing entirely. Huh. Yeah, I still need to do Cosmic. The problem is... not Cosmic, Diadem stuff. The problem is the fucking thing still uses the Duty Finder. Like, I'm sorry, but why? Why are we still doing this? What's the point? Why has this not been removed so that we can do this as its own thing? Like, the only advantage to having it be attached to the Duty Finder right now is the fact that I can hit the leave button from anywhere and just exit. That's it. That's the only advantage. And that's not much of one. Is it worth it so that this is no longer solo content and I can't go in while I'm queuing for other crap? Really? So there's a lot I just have to complain about. It's just like, some of this older content really needs to be updated. Shit, Cosmic needs to be updated. That moon segment was just god-awful. Also, it's hilarious how unreadable some of this is. Oh my god. There's so much menu bloat on a lot of this now that it's just absolutely unreadable. Okay, the stuff that's actually tracked that I was looking at is this stuff. Everything that's like grade 2 and up. Huh. It's even the point of allowing me to sort like that. But I remember looking at these recipes and I was like, that might actually be doable, at least for the lower ones. The higher tier ones are still a bitch, even if you're, you know, geared to do Dawntrail stuff. It still just utterly sucks. Hold on, I gotta pin this so I can find it later, because I'll never... Probably won't find it otherwise. Cut that. Add. Shit, what else did I have in here that was useful? Or is that... I should actually label some of these. Yeah, that's the 1 to 100 guide. Oh, right, that's one of the weird ones, 6.5. You know what, let's go fishing. See if I can bump any of these off. so I can see it properly. That is an Ultima Thule. 18 Alpha. Wait, do I have the bait for that fucking thing? I should. It should be this, yeah? It's based on age? Yeah, it is. Okay. Plus 18 Alpha. Oh, yeah, no, that's really easy to get to. Hold on. Expensive as hell, thanks, Essie. I don't know if I necessarily updated this into my list. It's fine, though. And yes, we are fishing in alchemical waste again, I think. If anybody was wondering about that. Should be this, I think. Yep. I gotta catch something specifically to get it out of the feed. Starts at 19 in game. Alright, I've been swapping my hotbar here to make my life easier on a few things. And harder on everything else. Nice. Oh, and yeah, this song doesn't go away, by the way. Once you get past that point in the plot, it's stuck. It never leaves. It just makes this one area so fucking weird. Sorry. I woke up pretty early today. I've been awake since 7. Usually I don't wake up till 9. Damn it, my thumbnail hurts again. We're done with this. God, I hope this isn't just a permanent thing I'm gonna have to deal with now. It's not, like, super painful, but it's just really annoying. I can essentially feel my fucking fingernails growing now. It's like on a couple of them. Fucking iron levels being buggered out. It's fixing my menu. I've maximized the window, which is not going to help me. Couple more minutes. So I think I bought some more cordials at some point. I was looking at a menu where I was like, I could just buy more. I don't remember anymore. Did I have to burn a currency or something? Like, I've had a fuck ton of these for a while. There's so many menus where you just have, like, a shit ton of currency that you really don't need. Pretty much every single one of those menus also now sells, like, dyes, except for, I think, the diadem one. Oh, no, wait. Sky Builders, yeah, it does sell them. I'm just thinking of the coin conversion one. The old diadem currency still exists. it's now part of the Skybuilder script. So if you want cordials from that, you have to convert Skybuilder scripts to coins and then go take the coins to an NPC that is nowhere near Diadem now to convert them because they never moved those NPCs. Again, zero clue why. It's not like those NPCs serve any other purpose than serving as a trading point for those coins that are no longer obtainable in their original method. Because Diadem got reworked so many goddamn times. It also makes Diadem just the weirdest chunk of content in the game as a result. It was a combat instance in Heaven's Ward, and not a good one. Because SC got pissy that we were doing it the way we wanted, and was like, yeah, we don't want you doing that where you pull literally all the mobs on one island into one spot and kill them all together. No, fuck you guys. So they fucked with their aggro radiuses so that they couldn't all be pulled from one island into the same spot. Also, it used to be like nothing but dinosaurs. Not the case anymore. And yeah, that didn't make sense either, to be fair. Then they were like, hey, we're gonna add in this instance within an instance. This is the first time they did this. Where you fight a bunch of shit, and you have a, like, 1 in a million shot of getting a weapon that is better than anything else in the game, including the relics. Which pissed everybody off. It meant literally a new player who had maybe, like, 50 hours of game time could get a weapon that was stronger than anything else anybody could have obtained, despite putting hundreds of hours in the game on raids and upgrading weapons and shit. Also, there was the one instance in the entire game where if you fucked up so badly that everybody got wiped out, there was no actually recovering it. It was basically a loss. Because I had one of those instances where we all died, essentially. I don't remember what happened. I think we just didn't hit a DPS check and the tanks were fucking it up. So once everybody was wiped, we couldn't get back into the room because the main boss was just one-shotting literally everybody, including the tanks. So it was a total wash. Complete waste of everybody's time. And then you just had to sit there and wait for the fucking thing to respawn. Was not good content. And I still think it's shit design, because SE has to keep updating it to use lower and lower player amounts, because I'm thinking of the resistance area. It used to be that you absolutely 100% required at least 6 people, and they had to keep reducing the number to make it even remotely possible to clear on lower numbers of players. Because eventually the content's going to die. So why do we keep making stuff like this that has no incentive to enter it, that will inevitably die when the expansion cycles run out? Again, with that stuff, that was the first time they had bothered to make sure that people had another way of getting the relic weapons. Yeah, the Eureka stuff, you didn't. It's all tied into Eureka. Have fun. You basically need a group of players if you want to even stand a chance of clearing any of that, because some of it's real fucked up. Oh, great. This one's a 2. So, setting that up was kind of pointless. Nice. I think it has a timer, though. But this isn't a 3. This is a basic bitch whitefish. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. At least he uses basic bait. Oh, never mind. We caught it. Whoops. Okay. I could go after, that one that really screwed me over the other day. If I remember right, there was no reason to set anything up on this one ahead of time, because it just doesn't work. Really? This doesn't have a decent. Fuck out of here. I don't know what it is. This is where I don't care. Remember where the fuck I have to go for this. Yeah, what ended up happening with Eureka is they... Not what I wanted, game. What happened was, it was another situation where they got fucking mad at us for playing the game the way we wanted to. Which, the way the players wanted to was spawn Notorious Monster, kill Notorious Monster, repeat. With Eureka. They got fucking mad at us for that, so the second, instance for Eureka, because there was 4 of them. Second one, they were like, yeah, we're not gonna let you guys have that as the best EXP gain method. And at that point, I just gave up and was like, fuck it, I'm going to go crochet. It's like, the last thing I want to do is sit there doing mob chaining. Mob chaining isn't fun. I played 11. Why'd we bring it back? Shit, not even just 11. I played fucking 1.0 where mob chaining also was the best thing to do. The difference being that with both instances, both games are much slower. So, like, when you're casting a spell or waiting for your cooldowns to go off, you can at least sit there and talk to people. Which is what made the NM grinding a little more interesting, as much as I fucking hate dealing with the player base. It was a much more interesting situation than just sitting there mindlessly hitting mobs over and over again. And that's if you were chaining correctly. If you weren't, yeah, go fuck yourself. It's just like, yeah, cool, that's not fun, game, at all. I was like, I'm gonna go from doing something pointless and just not all that interesting to going and doing crochet, where at least at the end of all my repetitive bullshit, I'm gonna have a nice scarf at the end of it. So for the entirety of Eureka, I had like the base forms of the weapons done and none of the upgrades. I still have the red mage one because I'm like, well, at least it's there if I decide to go for it. But like, I'm probably not finishing it ever. But there is no secondary method. You have to use the Eureka instances. That's also currently what's holding up my ability to get the triple triad mount. Because a couple of the cards are locked behind either doing the Notorious Monster fights or finishing the Eureka storyline, which will unlock an NPC I can play to get the cards if I don't already have them. The other thing is... Actually, is it even holding me up anymore? Did I think on it? I don't know. One of them isn't. They added in one of the cards I was missing into the Moogle Tomes at some point, so it bypassed my need to go fight some primal fights. Because one of the ones requires at least 3 people, no matter what. Unless we can bum rush the damage somehow. Because I'm pretty convinced at this point, in like the case of Byakko, that we can bypass the thing that was requiring it to need 2 players. Because at this point, with our current gear, you can just bypass the thing that requires 2 players. It will force the phase to transition into the ad, and then it just bypasses the issue entirely. I think that was the Varus fight that required 3, and then Emerald Weapon's also a problem. Diamond Weapon isn't. Thanatos and I could duo it if we weren't fucking idiots about reading the one move. It's not killing us because of a mechanic, it's killing us because we don't know how to dodge it. Ruby weapons duo possible. Emerald's stuck because its mechanic that requires extra players is front loaded to the near the start of the fight. So I don't know what it's going to require to actually bypass that at all. As it stands, I think it's Yako and Susano are like the only ones that cannot be soloed right now. Out of the Stormblood ones. And I don't think Susano's ever going to be solo possible. Because I don't know how that blade activates. Because if it is forcibly required, it will never be solo possible. If we can kill him so fast it skips it, then maybe. But if it stops at 1% to set the blade off, we're fucked. We'll never be able to solo it. So unfortunately, pets can't do all that much on their own anymore. If we were dealing with like old summoner, it might be possible, actually. Like old summoner or maybe not old machinist. I don't know, actually. So I'm thinking is a situation in which under the old settings for the game it might have been doable. I don't know though. Where the fuck am I getting tells? Oh good, somebody that can't fucking read. Nice. Yes, no, I totally want to join an FC for somebody who can't bother to read any of the shit that says I don't want to join an FC. Sure, buddy, sure. Yes, thank you for proving to me why I don't want to join. If your reading comprehension's that bad, why would I ever want to hang out with you? But yeah, no, Susano I don't think will ever be solo possible. Byakuo, yes. Eventually. I think I'm close, actually. I just need a smidge more damage on Viper, and I think I have it. And yes, Suzaku is solo possible. It is just a pain in the ass right now. Once the ads tether, it's almost impossible to kill them solo, at least fast enough. If you had infinite time, it wouldn't be an issue, but yeah, you just don't. To think of what else we've tried that we've hit a wall with. Innocence is pathetically easy, by the way. We also do it to Tanya, and that one was a bit weird because we fucked it up a couple times, and then the time we succeeded, we kind of did it by pure accident. It was the ads that were becoming a problem because they will like tether to each other and they do a fuck ton of damage. The one time we succeeded, we accidentally got one of them stuck in the middle of the room because it was trying to activate an ability and then it died, which bypassed the problem entirely. So it was just like pure coincidence. The Hades fight is not duo possible. We tried. There's too many AoEs in the transition phase. There's too many stacked AoEs that do like magic resist down. So if you get hit by multiple, it just kills you. Which fucking sucks, because that fight's, like, actually kind of fun. And I wanted to see what the rest of it looked like, and, yeah, no, we can't get past it. It's basically, it has the same issue Emerald Weapon has, roughly. A section you can't currently bypass that is very fatal. Even with higher stats and stuff. Technically, Omega Weapon has that same issue, but, two of the tanks can just bypass it entirely and solo the entire fight instead. I haven't tried that since I found out about it. Otherwise, you require a couple extra players. probably should, but I'd have to, like, go watch a guide again to figure it out, because, I don't remember where I have to hit the immunity phase on it to not get absolutely obliterated. Like, I've already soloed, Neo X Death and, God Kefka. That Kefka one's not fun, by the way. It is. It still knocks you down to, like, 1 HP and then locks your healing. In the case of Neo X Death, you just kill him too fast before any of his status effects matter. His abilities are basically like, here, you have like 3 status effects all at once, figure it out. But yeah, no, you can kill him before the really fatal ones actually kick in. You know, if you're at this point in the game anyways. We're starting to get bygone stuff. That's why I started trying to do the Byakko stuff again solo. Yeah, no, it hasn't happened yet. Well, eventually, I'll figure it out. Just have to kick it enough times. Also, like, holy shit, Tumblr, what the fuck? I saw at least 3 posts talking about Tumblr dying again, and it's like, oh, apparently they've already rolled back what the fuck people were bitching about. Are we sure they aren't doing this intentionally to drum up knowledge of their continued existence? Are we sure this isn't just bait and y'all are idiots? Every fucking time, it's like, oh my god, it's the death of Tumblr, and then it's just like, nothing ever changes? It's like, I'm starting to think they're just baiting you dipshits on purpose at this point, because, like, it keeps happening. I need the small ones that can ignore anything else. Small, and then it's 2 3s. The window's about to pop up, that's why I'm checking. Yeah, no, I don't even follow that many people on Blue Sky still, and I saw 3 separate posts being like, oh, Tumblr's died again. That was all yesterday. Alright, here we go again. I have roughly 24 minutes to get this thing. But, boy did it fuck with me last time. Man, I quite literally failed so hard, I actually activated something that wasn't physically up yet. It is also not up right now, in case anybody's wondering. So no, we're not going after the other one that's in here. Still looking at the page. Do I really not have ambling? I think I might have found another mistake on here. Do I not have it? I remember it being a bitch. Hold up. Shit, where is this one in here? Question, actually. Calusia. It's not that one. Lots of amber. Yeah, no, we found another mistake in here, I think. No, I'm looking at the wrong page again. No, actually. Sorry, this is another one of those weird situations where I'm like, wait, did I get this on Only Fish? I know I tried. I tried several times. Huh. So no, that one's actually real. That one is actually fucked up and not caught on this character. I think it might technically even still have the list of shit I caught with Only Fish too. So I had it set on a different browser is what I was doing. It was set into the browser I use for YouTube stuff. That way I don't have to constantly log accounts in and out. I don't know if I actually did. I really should actually set those VODs up so that people can watch them. They are on YouTube. They're just set to private right now. I'll probably do the same thing to them that I did to the Mary Skelter 1 VODs. Where they're set on a private they're set to unlisted, but they're on a public playlist. That way people can watch them. Probably won't do any like credits or anything on them just because pain in the ass, and I was also not using half the shit at that point, so I don't even know what I had access to. You have to keep in mind that's almost like 2 years old now at this point. And yet, I don't think they've made any announcements on whether or not they're actually going to cloud servers or not. They worked fairly well aside from when everybody got an achievement all at the same time, at which point the game lagged. That was it. That was the only issue I ever bumped into. Which, like, all things considered, that's a pretty big win if that's the only issue I managed to hit. But yeah, that happened on the deep sea ship at one point. Like, half the ship got an achievement that unlocked a minion. And it was not happy trying to load that much text all at once. On top of everybody fishing, which was also creating text. That's the only... Like I said, that's the only issue I ever hit. That was... a couple days into the test, I think? That would have been the second day, because I wouldn't have been... Would I have been on there? I don't remember. I don't think I went on the boat after... No, I did. I was after scripts, right. So that was either day 2 or day 3. Probably day 3. Would have been off stream, too. Okay, for those who missed the last time I was doing this, the reason I fucked this up is because this thing can mooch onto itself. So I like chained it nine down the line and just still didn't catch it. And yeah, it still says cast. I keep forgetting to change it. Not even reading the text. I'm looking at the icons anyways. Hey, we got it this time. Fuck you. There's still something I have to catch here, but it is off the previous Basilosaurus. I believe I had to catch 12, and then it spawns the effect for me to see it. Hold on, did I actually have this updated on my list? I don't know. I have a Google Doc, don't ask. Oh yeah, no, I actually don't have Ambling Caltrop. Huh. Basilosaurus Rex, yes, it's in here. Damn it, I can't see my color things. Shit. Hold on. Change to red, thank you. There we go. So yay, we actually succeeded and caught something today. Okay, what do I need for this thing? This is also like freaking Endwalkers. That is the Sky Spoon lure. This is a straight catch. It is all day, but it is weather specific. It requires one weather effect to go into the other. So we're going to Labyrinthos. Well, we're actually going to Old Charlian, and then we're going to Labyrinthos. The mover Alpha. I was already over there earlier. Or, well, when I was trying to do this before. No, I have this thing. I think this is another one of those spots where I have a mistake in my list. What ended up happening... Let me confirm this. It would be in here. What's the name of this? Mossgill. Yeah, okay. It is caught already. What happened is I lost my original cookie data for this website. And I had a backup, but the backup wasn't up to date. So some of these are in here, even though they're not supposed to be. It's only supposed to be showing me stuff I haven't caught. That's why I was so confused with Ambling Caltrop, because it's like, wait a second. EBE... Another Ultima Thule. Sea of Stars, Ultima Thule. Lemonade 3. Okay, this thing I don't have. But it's not up for a couple of minutes. Maybe I should go take another bathroom break real quick. You know what? Yeah, let's do this, because it's not up for 24 minutes. I think I'm gonna go grab some chips. Go grab my salsa. I did get that fucking jar open. I left it out yesterday to make sure I could open it. Actually, hold on. Let me go back out to Old Charlian first. That way, at least there's something to look at. Oh god, I forgot how out of the way this was. But like, it was 100 gil cheaper to teleport to here and then teleport using the Aetheryte. Bloody hell, I forgot how out of the way this was. Alright. This will give the ad cam a little more to look at. So I'm gonna run some ads. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, that took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I also turned on the light behind me. Man, I ate way too many of these already. Also, there's no way in fuck this is a medium salsa. This is mild at best. Which is fine. But, like... I definitely feel lied to. Okay, like, how am I supposed to deal with this fucking bag? Also, if you heard me futzing around and alt-tabbing out of the game, it wouldn't play the ad at first. I was like, okay, I'll press the button again. It tells me there's an error. I go to Twitch's page to bring up the ads. It's like, oh, hey, there's an error again. And then I look over and it's like, oh, the ad's running. Fuck you. Why did it take 30 seconds? So yeah, even just getting up and out of my chair took me a while. Oh fuck, that reminded me. I didn't think that could do with set the blue mage, but it just kind of set it off in my head because stage magician look. Apparently Beastmaster is happening. There was some severe feature creep. I don't know why. You guys are sending it out to die, so I don't know why you suddenly give a shit. But apparently Blue Mage is not getting updated because of Beastmaster's feature creep. And so many people in the comments under those posts were like, oh, Blue Mage died for this, Blue Mage died for this. Bitch, Blue Mage has been dead since it was launched. The fuck you talking about? They literally sent Blue Mage out to die. Day one. All it gets for updates now is a couple of fucking spells and one instance. Your head's out of your ass and realize SE never fucking cared about it. If they cared about it, they would have looked at it and been like, this isn't working. Let's actually make this a real job. And then not done the exact fucking same thing to Beastmaster. Yoshida's own goddamn argument for why Blue Mage is the way it is doesn't even make any sense because they didn't program 14 like Swiss cheese. Unlike 5, where level 5 death actually bypasses death immunity. They didn't do that. They actually made sure that anything with a multiple of 5 that isn't supposed to be instant killed is not killable with level 5 death. And even if you attempt to use it, it's probably going to take you 100 attempts to even get it to tell you, hey, this fucking thing's immune to it. It's like, in case you're wondering why I never used the Vanille's death spell in 13, that's why, because it has the same property. It just never fucking works. You've got like a 1 in 1,000 chance of it actually activating. Now, there might be individual immunities between bosses, but like, yeah. I tried to use it so often on Ifrit, and it just does not work. At all. the biggest problem here is that SC doesn't understand what solo content actually is. Because absolutely everything that should be solo content is hardwired into the duty finder for whatever reason. Like, Chocobo Racing should have been separated from it, Diadem should have been separated from it. Air Force One has no business being attached to it in the first place. On top of that, the duty finder for Leap of Faith and the Fall Guys crossover don't work properly. I don't think they bothered to fix it. They'll sometimes put you in an instance by yourself, even though there are other people queuing for it. Don't know why. But it's happened to me enough times to think it's a bug, and I don't know if they bothered fixing it. It was still there as of the Fall Guys stuff, which is why the Fall Guys queues were so bad the first time it came in. It's because occasionally, despite the fact that there were plenty of people to make a room, it would put one player in by themselves. So it's just like, okay, so that's completely useless. Those at least have reasons to be attached to the duty finder, it just doesn't work right. But like, we don't have actual solo content in the game. And as he kept claiming Blue Mage was supposed to be solo content, it's straight up not. Half of the most useful abilities for Blue Mage that are required to clear Masked Con Evolve stages require party content. You have to go into the duty finder to go fight final bosses and shit. The ability that makes you a diet tank and a diet healer, I think it's called Ethereal Manipulation. I might be wrong, my memory's a bit bad here. That requires you to go into a level 60 dungeon to get. And it is basically required if you want to do anything with Blue Mage. If you want to do any of the possible all Blue Mage runs, you have to go fight that thing. You have to go get that ability. And then you have to go find somebody to go leech the status off of. But, like, people pretty much just give up on it. Like, within about a week or two of any new content coming out. Like, Blue Mage has always been dead, guys. And I still don't know why we're committing to ruining another job like we did with Blue Mage. Giving it a shit ton of features is not going to improve on garbage. All you've done is attach a fancy little bow to a piece of shit. If you guys can't figure out how to make Beastmaster happen in a way that is playable and actual content, I would rather not have it. I would rather we not keep wasting our time on this shit. One more chip, then I'm gonna put these away. I've got about 8 minutes. I'm gonna have to fly a bit, so. So yeah, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright. See if I can figure out how to get over there. Good, more garbage advertisements. Shit. Is the Omicron base the best spot for those? It's one of the islands. That's all I remember. It's better off going a different way. I have time, though. Shit. Wait. Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I have plenty of Stardust. And yes, we're back here. Hooray. I see two things here. What the fuck is the other one? This is a straight 3 pull, so I'm gonna send something running first. Alright. 5 minutes. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming. I'm so tapped out with this game at the moment. It's not even burned out. That's the problem. I don't feel burned out. I want to play, but I'm so sick of dealing with everybody else. Unfortunately, the easiest way to get tomes is to put up with other players. Like, the only ways I could solo getting tomes is, Pilgrim's Traverse. And doing, Merchant's Tale. That's it. Those are my options. And they're not good options. Both give next to nothing, and they take forever to solo. Even doing the lower levels of Deep Dungeon. And doing, using the NPCs is also not an option because they suck ass. And are just as slow, and I haven't leveled them, so I'd have to use the story variants. Like, that part doesn't really matter, but it does mean... No, they've been keeping up with actually making sure we have story variants of the NPCs this time around. Oh shit, that reminds me. There was a weird thing in those listings of 7.5 updates. We're getting the ability to put dungeon gear in the armoire or something like that. I don't remember. It was so weird and out of fucking nowhere. What do you mean we're getting an update to the armoire that lets it do something it's never been able to do? It's been in the game since 2.0. Actually, might have been a little later than that. I do not remember. And, like, it still can't hold some old 1.0 headgear. Side note, like, the oldest event items still can't be stored in the damn thing. So it's not even perfect if we're talking about event items. So up to this point, it's only been able to hold event items and Mog Station items. And I'm not even sure the Mog Station stuff is consistent either. Which is like the only reason I bought those extra outfits, because I was like, well, it's not taking up storage space. If we're taking up storage space, I would be a lot more hesitant to actually buy shit. Starts at 12. 12 to 16. 12 to 4. And yes, I'm just fishing out into open space. Don't worry about it. Like, this game has been fucking weird about fishing since Heaven's Lord, because I can just fish in lava. I can fish in lava. Let that sink in. It did come back, actually. Aetherochemical waste did, but, I don't think we've had any more lava fishing since Heaven's Ward. There was aetherochemical waste in Oz's Law, in case anybody's wondering. And we have 2 different types of sky fishing now. Actually, did they merge those? Hold up. What are the passives now? Yeah, we have sky fishing and cloud fishing. Big difference. Sure. Like I said, this is a straight 3, so... I moved it. I'm also working with live bait. I'm gonna lose it regardless. These are some of the easy ones I'm missing still. I'm going to be fair, that one in Heaven's Ward should technically be easy. It is pissing me off. It's a basic one, and it's so frustrating that of all the things I don't have, it's that. Weird little angelfish thing. Not angelfish. What the fuck did they call them? Fairies? Yeah, it's a fairy type. It's Charabonet. Well, however the fuck you pronounce it, because yay French. You catch it by getting 5 ice fairies in a specific weather effect. In this tiny little pool on the very northeast of the map. And it has been going out of its way to piss me off. Okay, it wasn't as basic as I thought it was. It's 3.5, which is when they started adding in the, like, brutal stuff. It's literally the only thing still there. I do not have it. The other thing is Stormblood's like actually a pain in the ass and I don't want to deal with it. Get it eventually. But even it's coming up actually, but it's oh, actually, even if I was thinking of trying it, it's stupid to go for it now. The window's technically about to close for its prereq. Because the way it works is you have to catch 2 sculptors. And, yeah, the window for one of them is about to close while the other opens. I don't even have Sculptor yet, to be fair. Sculptor is also one of those ones I'm gonna have to not confirm is caught on this list just to make my life easier so I can see when it comes up. But the problem is Sculptor is in the middle of a potential weather change. So the easiest way to catch it is to hope the same weather effect happens twice in a row. It's just not what's happening. Because you only get about 6 minutes to catch the thing you're trying to go after. You get no second chance. And if you catch the Sculptors too early, you're still kind of fucked. Yeah, you can refresh it, but good luck. That's also more RNG. And that wasn't even an option until recently. I didn't even know they had that passive in the game till I triggered it by accident. That is not a thing that's always existed. I think we're going after... Wait, do I have knife fish or no? On. What's this thing? For beta. Nope. If I had it, I would see it. It's another weird one where it requires a weather transition. Also, hey Aussie, can we get a new type of cordial? Yeah, the high cordials aren't quite doing it anymore. Give us a mega that gives us 500. Like, am I insane? Anybody else on this one? Also, I'm missing Ambling Caltrop for this. It's fine. Yeah, I'm like in A Realm Reborn, I've never quite had like maxed out gathering gear in this to the same extent. I had all the Realm Reborn stuff before we rolled over to Heavensward, but I've never been caught up like that ever since. Come here. Come here. You better be the right one. Yes. Got it. Complete. Oh, right. I can't see the thing. Here we go. All right. I could try to go for Ambling. You know what? Yeah. Try. Where's the thing I need? First, twine. Oh, shit. Trying to get all the information while moving. 1 and then 3. Hey. Oh, it's because I'm out of GP. Hold up. Also, it occurs to me, I could probably just try to get this and then do a Mooch 2 on it while I'm waiting for my cordial to come back up. Odds are I'm not even going to catch it anyways. Come on, get the damn line in. take most of the new stuff out because it's gonna be fussy. I think I only have the older stuff listed right now. It's fine. Come here. What's that? Yeah, I'm not dumb. A lot of nodes only have like one mutable fish anyways. I don't think this thing can double. Yeah, no. Okay. No, there's some 7-point stuff in here. It's just a coincidence, apparently, that only the other stuff is available. Yeah, we went for this because I still have a bit to go till the Onyx Knifefish actually shows up. Yeah, I could have sworn I had this one. This might have been an only fish acquisition. No, this one's a massive pain in the ass and escapes constantly. It's not even a complicated thing, either. Also, the only fish thing was a bit weird because, like, my gear was limited. My gear was heavily limited, so there was some stuff that was just impossible for me to do. You have to keep in mind, we couldn't get crafted stuff on that server. It was only existing for a week. Like, I got so pissed off at one point that my only method of getting the one lure was just not paying up, that I literally leveled 2 separate crafting jobs just to get the lure myself. So that I could get the, Of Dragon's Deep title. Just because I was like, fuck it. We're going for it. We're going for the big thing. When I realized it was possible that the windows were there, I was just like, fuck it, yes, I have to have this one thing. If nothing else. We've got like a couple seconds still. Enough to maybe get 2 attempts. Or 1, depending on how badly this goes. Where did I say the mover beta is? Because the other fish that's in there is also coming up. It's up right as this closes, but I might as well go make the attempt. Yeah. Shit. Did I just miss this? It says I have a couple seconds, which isn't true. Why is the timer off? Huh. That's odd. Okay. This. Fuck, I actually don't remember where this is on the map, and if I click the link to bring it up, it's going to take like a minute to load because that website sucks ass. Really? I can't land here? Oh, you suck ass game. Oh, that's deep moat. God, I hate how pissy this one is. Can I land down here? That is still deep mode. Thank you, game. Maybe be a little more specific about where the fuck this is then. I don't know. It looks like I'm in range. But you made this take up half the fucking map for some unexplainable reason. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? When it lists as deep mode, it's this tiny little chunk, but it's actually the whole thing around it. I just realized this is a 2, not a 3. This is another one of those white 6.5 fish. Also, the problem with this is I'm gonna have to reset the node to make sure it stays properly fixed. I don't think it's gonna take that long, but I should probably reset it anyways. Huh. Did anybody hear like a weird bird chirp? Oh, that is gonna fuck with me all day, isn't it? Yeah, there's no other condition for this. It's just catch the damn thing. There it is. Again, I don't know if I actually added this to the list. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I gotta add the fucking lobster, too. Not that. There. Okay. We've actually made progress today. Woohoo. Let me reset this real quick. Yes, that's all you need to do to reset nodes. You don't have to catch shit, you just have to touch the water. I could really tell who in Diadem didn't know that. People were shouting like, yeah, I just fish over here and then I leave the room once it tells me the fish aren't biting anymore. It's like, wow, you are an idiot. There was a fishing node next to the best points one for fishing. You just had to pick yourself up, fly across to the island just south of that spot, and then fly back. That was it. You are actually committing more time to moving around by leaving the area and coming back because it's all the way on the other side of the map from the entrance than if you just reset the node by doing that. That's literally all you have to do. You just have to drop your line. You don't have to catch a single goddamn thing. It just has to recognize that you touched a different node. It's so much easier. This has got 11 minutes on it. Like, I'm gonna have to wait a bit. Yeah, at least this hasn't completely failed me this time. Yeah. The last fishing stream just went that badly. I quite literally did not catch a single goddamn thing. I didn't even really succeed in cosmic exploration because I was trying to do one of the fishing, the timed fishing quests. Yeah, it went poorly. I never actually succeeded. I didn't even get bronze. That one was so RNG dependent that I was just like, yeah, I don't even think this is physically possible. Thanks, Essie. You basically have to catch one specific fish and it never spawned that entire time. Just looking through social media while I wait. There's not much else to do. Also, just realizing more and more how unreadable Twitter is. Good lord. Mine's not even as much of a dumpster fire as some other people's. And it's just like, oh, good. This is literally unreadable. Shit's either not loading or it's just not in order. Or not in any recognizable and understandable order. Also, like, straight up won't load past a certain point on top of that. Which is funny, because I could have sworn you used to be able to scroll back several days on Twitter. Now you're lucky if you can scroll back half the day. This is probably going to be the last fish I attempt to get today. I just don't have it in me to stream much longer, honestly. I was tired to begin with, but it's really hard to talk to myself for a couple hours at a time. And there's just nothing to fucking do right now. At this point, we're kind of just waiting for Duellum to come out. Because apparently, C decided they're just going to keep doing weird ass countdowns and previews instead of just releasing the fucking game. Or at least giving a solid release date. And I can't do anything about prepping for that until I actually have the fucking game in my hands. Or at least have access to it. Because I don't even know if I can even play it because of the state it's in right now. Also, I don't even know if I can stream Surviving Mars any further than what I'm at right now. Because I don't know if that lag thing was just like a freaking data leak or something, or if it's going to lag no matter what I do now. At least while streaming. Which would be a shame, because, like, I at least want to get a lot of the base achievements on that before I give up on that file. Because I don't think I'm going for all achievements on that game, as much as I'd love to try. I don't think I have the skill to do it. Because we've got, like, played as Europe and reached daily production of 10,000 research before Sol 100. Like, so many of the achievements are like that. There's a bunch of hidden ones. What are the hidden ones? I don't care about the spoilers here. Most of them appear to be build to the end game things. So, really, is that worth having them be hidden? They're not even, like, hard to obtain achievements either. It's just get to end of game build thing. It's like the mohole thing I built yesterday. I don't think any of it is hidden in breakthrough tech, though. It's like, a lot of the achievements are that it's like, do a thing as a specific faction before Sol 100, and those are difficult to ask for. You have to build very specifically and not run into as many problems as I did. Where it was like trying to kill off my colonists every other day. Or not run into as many bugs as I did, because obviously the naturalist habitat, its original version, killed off several colonists for no explainable reason. You have to run into far fewer issues overall. It's like, I probably could have gotten to the point I was at, like, 50 souls earlier if I hadn't lost so many colonists constantly and ran into so many problems due to, meteor storms and, cold snaps and stuff. Probably, if I'm going to try to go after those, make sure I'm in areas that mostly focus on dust storms and stuff. But then again, I thought I was. I could have sworn my starting conditions were different than what I ended up getting. It could have also been bugged for all I know. But then again, the mystery log it gave me was also bugged and kept telling me that I needed to hand in one material when it was an entirely different one, which is why I kept running into problems with that too. As far as I can tell, that one is not attached to an achievement, at least. That's what I was worried about. Probably because it has multiple endings, whereas others have a very fixed ending, if you can complete them. It's still depressing that it entirely comes down to, oh, this ended because you just didn't hand in enough materials fast enough, like, thanks, game. You didn't tell me it was timed or that his business partners were just going to sell off the project. Also, why is it the option to buy it not there? I definitely could have probably purchased, like, the entire project given enough time. But that's not even an option. It's just like, oh yeah, his business partners sell off pieces of it. Thanks. And then we have RuneScape, and let's get RuneScape's kind of in a weird spot, because I'm not sure if I want to do the season that's coming up, the new league. I think that's April. I think it's next month. I don't remember. There was like this huge, sort of like small ARG thing that they pitched with it. So I only like caught it from somebody else's feed. So I'm already working with secondhand information. No, I'm not sure if I want to do an Iron Man or just a basic character on that league. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I kind of want to take part. I've missed 2 other leagues at this point. Well, I've had my character active. I think I've missed 2. The one I wasn't playing at all at that point, and the other I missed because I just started the character and didn't want to take part just yet. It also kind of defeats the point of it being Iron Chunk, but I've never actually played RuneScape before if I go and make a league character. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I do want to kind of take part because it sounds fun. At this point, I'm just not even sure I have the time to do it because I still have to grind out the weapons and I'm so done with the community I don't want to do anything. But I need to get the weapons done before the next phase comes in because it's going to make my life harder if it comes in before I'm done. Since it all ends up taking the same tomes anyways. Also, I gotta set this again, because this one actually is a 3. We have 4 game... No, we have less than that. I think we only have like 2 game hours, because this is based off of a weather change. Yeah, no, we do. We have less time than I think. Because there's a weather change that happens at midnight in-game. Game, at least you can do is play nice and hand it over. Again, at least we've succeeded in filling out the list a tiny bit today. This definitely could be worse. Also, it feels like it's lagging again. What the hell? What is up, game? Are you okay? Yeah, I never figured out what the fuck was causing that lag the last time I tried to do front lines. Like, we're talking full stop, everything stops moving, nothing's responding. I can move around and that's it. Type of lag. And it happened like twice during that one match. But I just said fuck it and turned the game off after that because that whole thing was so sus. It was so sus. Also, yellow was just fucking wasting their time the entire time. Like I said, they kept going into our spawn and then losing 1v3s. Which is why I'm like, were you guys just like trying to clip farm me while I wasn't streaming? Like, what the fuck was that? They were also like just deeply pathetic. Like I said, they kept losing in fights where they had superior numbers constantly over and over again, which is just like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but the two of them together seemed really fucking suspicious. And That was knife fish. There it is. Okay. So yeah, no, we took a couple off the list. I never did update this with the Dawntrail stuff. I'm probably gonna have to sit around and do that someday. I'm not doing that on stream. Fuck that. I'm not gonna let you guys see how bad I am with Google Docs. So yeah, we caught 5 things I was missing today. Only 3 of them are green, 2 of them are white. I don't know why this one exists. It might be you're supposed to turn this into a collectible and then pull it apart. Yeah, it says reducible. So the entire reason for this thing is to turn it into dust. Like, other than that, there's nothing interesting in any of these anymore. They stopped doing cool shit with this after A Realm Reborn, after they added decent thing. Really sucks. You used to be able to find swimsuits and shit. Come on now. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'm fucking tired, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with 14 for a while, because, like, the community is so insufferably entitled and just shit at the game at this point. And actively going out of its way to make shit harder for no goddamn reason. It's always M4. I don't get it. Why is it always heavyweight M4? I keep running into just the most entitled fucking assholes. Who just insist on fucking ruining it for everybody else. Why is it always there? But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing for the next while. Kind of just in a holding pattern waiting for shit at this point. Not to mention, I gotta, like, actually start another game at this point, because, technically Surviving Mars wasn't supposed to be the stream RPG. It just, I wanted to play it because I enjoy the game. I just haven't started anything new in a while. Anyway. I don't know, I'll figure shit out. Also, I gotta do YouTube work either tomorrow or Thursday. I guess we'll see if there's anything worth doing in the next couple days. We'll decide whether or not I'm streaming. But yeah, that'll be it for me today. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see y'all next time.